Good morning.
Hello.
I'm Aiden.
I'm Christine.
We're Friction Farm.
Thank you for joining us for Elevenses. A song, a snack, a little chaos.
The chaos.
I just took some muesli out of the oven because the oven's on and I need to use the oven when the oven's on. So muesli, which today is just oats and pecans, just came out. And I'm making bagels. I asked you whether you thought I would be starting early enough to have bagels for Elevenses. The answer is no. I did make the dough this morning. I shaped the bagels. I am boiling the bagels. But we will not be eating the bagels until right around lunchtime because they take a half hour to bake. And then, you can't eat them right out of the oven. So, lunchtime.
How long do they boil?
So they boil 2 minutes on one side and 1 minute on the other side. I'm not really sure that it matters that you flip them or not. Tamiami Trail, Dan says. He's in Florida. Hi, Gloria and Michael. It was so nice to see you guys in real life.
IRL.
Yes. I don't know what you thought that was.
Indian River Library.
Yes.
We had been there.
We have been. So I'm just waiting. So we're watching water boil. Really? What?
I was going to say Indian River Library, where Julie Sills sent me. Good morning, Julie. Hi. Hey, Laura.
Hello. Sorry that you're having cold weather up there.
I think there's snow everywhere in the country except for here. It's supposed to be 82 degrees.
Well, I don't think there's snow at Tamiami Trail.
Well, you never know. Depends on what kind of snow, I suppose.
Well, see, Bob says 74 degrees in Richmond. So the
Wow.
South is
hot.
wonderful. So, I don't really know why I flipped these, but whatever. Nor do I know why bagels get boiled, but they do. So I am.
Somebody could tell us.
I know. Because otherwise, they'd just be bread. The oven preheated. It surprised me. Okay. So a minute. So, no, bagels are touching. Okay. Bagels were touching. Exciting stuff here, right? So, I will tell you that when I said I would do bagels, it was, because last week I think I said I would do sweet stuff, and I did, just not for Elevenses. I made shortbread cookies during the week, so we don't need them now. But then I thought I would do bagels without really thinking about how early one must start to make bagels happen because of all the, the kneading and the rising and the boiling and the baking and the, they're really bouncy.
Bouncy.
Yeah. What? Ah! Yeah, it's bouncy.
Nothing happened.
That's because I'm like
I'll eat that one.
playing around. It's fine. It's fine.
Bouncy.
So they need to cook for about a half hour, 425. And I'm setting the oven for 28 minutes because I'm going to sprinkle stuff on them right before the end, which is sesame, black and white sesame seeds, caraway seeds, and onion. Yeah. Anyway, so I said I would do bagels, and Aiden said, well, if we're going to have bagels, we could do the apartment. Because I guess that's a New York-y thing. And I think everybody knows this story, but I'll tell it for those who might be new and don't know that a while back we lived in New York City. We lived there for 3 years and we had a really wonderful time, but New York City is super pricey. And like you've seen our place around here, we have a lot of space, we have land. And in New York City, we lived in a place about the size of the kitchen. I exaggerate, two kitchens worth of space, probably. Teeny tiny apartment. But having looked at many, many apartments in New York City. When I saw this, I just thought it was fantastic. Now, had I just walked in and seen it, I would have thought, what? But it, compared to many others, it had windows with light. It was pretty. It had an actual bedroom, and not just you could hang a curtain up here and call it a bedroom. It was small. There was nothing but a bed that you crawled into from one side, but it was an actual room, so that was kind of delightful. But tiny. And it had been years since we'd lived in a place quite that cozy.
Cozy.
Shall we play the apartment? So I really should have had my hair pulled back to do the cooking, but when I was making the dough, I did, just in case you're wondering, and thinking about stopping by for a bagel and then going, oh, I don't know. Can you hear that?
I can hear it.
It's a real nice place, an urban prize. The heat's included, it's the perfect size for one. What am I gonna do with him? What am I gonna do with him? Either he's too big or it's too small, but he's like Tom Waits in that little dance hall. He's got a great big coat, great big shoes. In the living room he blocks all the views outside. What am I gonna do with him? What am I gonna do with him? It's a crying shame, 'cause we're two of a kind. No, he's not to blame, but a good apartment is hard to find. Well, it starts out cozy, but it winds up tense. Closet wars and counter defense. No room. What am I gonna do with him? Why is he always here? Oh, I need some space, but there's none of that. So I walk 3 blocks to the laundromat. Some homeless guys are trying to keep warm. I lose my cool, create a storm inside. What am I gonna do with him? Where am I gonna wash my clothes? It's a crying shame, 'cause we're two of a kind. No, he's not to blame, but a good apartment is hard to find. What am I gonna do with him? What am I gonna do with him? Why is he always here? Where am I gonna wash my clothes? What am I gonna do with him? What am I gonna do with her? to tune the bass. Apologies for that.
It's fretless.
I was busy. Yeah, it was fretless, but it took a lot of mind bending to figure out where my hands were supposed to adjust to each different on every string. Oh well. Oh well. Fun things to do on Thursday morning. So when we lived in Manhattan, to get to the laundromat, I would walk past Hudson Bagel, and it was all I could do to not get a bagel every time I walked past. And then the guy that worked there, who I don't know his name, I'd go there for a year, and
Bagel guy.
And his name was Bagel Guy. And my name was probably whole wheat, everything, half cream cheese. Anyway, so then the guy there suddenly just becomes more and more delightful, and he remembers what I like, and how much cream cheese I like, and is recommending which are the freshest bagels without actually saying so, just kind of steering. And then I still have to try not to have a bagel every time I do laundry, and it didn't work out well for me. It worked out great for the bagel shop, but so that's a New York thing, though. Everybody has their this is where you get bagels. This is it. This is my bagel store. You can't just get bagels anywhere. You got to go to the Igor Bagel Stop.
This is where I get a slice.
We don't have bagels. That's a lie. There are bagels. There's a place called Greenfields, which is kind of like 40 minutes from here, maybe 30 minutes from here. And they have decent bagels for South Carolina. I would say excellent for South Carolina. But we will see if our kitchen is also delightful for bagels.
We have good water, so maybe the water will make a difference. You made bagels once before here, maybe even on Elevenses, but it's been a couple of years.
I don't know. I don't make bagels very often.
They were very small, I remember. They were tiny.
No, they were normal-sized bagels. Bagels have gotten huge. It's a bagel hole size bagel.
Bagel hole was not my bageleria.
No, it was a little too far, but they made a good bagel.
Bagelteria. Bagel Fay. I don't know, what do you call a bagel place?
A bagel.
Bagel hole.
Joint bagel hole. They made a normal-sized bagel.
Susan Bailey has a good point. She asks, where can she listen to? So, side conversation, we're trying to figure out which Patreon songs we are going to advance, if you will. Record, maybe turn into a collection, album, what have you. And we're looking for input as to
votes, yes.
Which should be worked upon more. Some of them are pretty much done.
So she wants to know where to listen to them?
Where can she hear them all?
Oh, so they're still in the Patreon page place, but most of them are videos because we were just standing there doing them in their rough format. So, but that is where you can hear them.
Yep, you can just go back in time and click, 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 click. Look for the first of every month. That's where they show up. Going back to Ish, the one that happened around
Ish.
I don't think any of them were mid-month mystery boxes. There was a lot of those early on.
Yeah, there were some things that happened late. But yeah, they mostly have been in the last year or so.
Pushing 2 now.
Well, no, we didn't. None of the songs on the list.
Got it. I don't know when the list started. Maybe August.
I don't know.
Of 21.
So we're trying to. We've written, for those of you who are not patrons. Why aren't you patrons? Why not? I'll tell you what. That for $3 a month you get a new song every month, and you get to see our faces in a video. Like, although you get that here, but and I keep threatening that we will do a new song concert, which is what this list is about. We're not going to do like 24 songs, some of which were really bad, in said concert, and so we need to know what we're going to learn for the patron concert for the new songs. But also, it's we've written a lot of songs, and should we be deciding to do a new record or just concerts and playing new music for people, we need to cull that list down to the real contenders. And we used to have, way back in the day, like back in the day when we met Sheldon, we would have a local, and we would go to our place every month, and we would play all our songs, and our fans would say, yeah, that one, or no, not so much that one. So We don't have that anymore. You guys are our local now.
You're our local.
Yep.
By the way, Phil and Diana, we had some of the M&S tea, and I had to take the tea bag out because it's pretty strong stuff. It steeps well, and the tea bags. I forgot to mention this last time. They're these little pyramids, trapezoids.
You could show one.
They're curious little
Pyramids, tea pyramids.
tea pyramids. Yeah,
They're cute.
Fishermen we have.
Anyway. Well, so in 16 minutes, wow, we've been blabbing for a long time. In 16 minutes, there will be bagels. We'll take pictures and share them here. And we will report back on whether they're good bagels or not. Apparently they're small bagels, but we'll let you know whether they're good bagels or not. So until then, and until later, next week, next Thursday at 11. What? Somebody have a question?
Laura Sue want to know what kind of tea. This is full-bodied English breakfast tea, boldly flavored of Kenyan and Assam leaves, ideal for the first cup of the day or during a leisurely afternoon. The strength of this tea means it can be enjoyed with milk and sugar without compromising on flavor. I agree with that.
It's from Marks and Spencer. It was part of our proper English tea that we had
In Florida.
Yes.
Right,
So.
with Phil and Diana, along with, tea biscuits. You're welcome, Laura Sue. So, we're going to sign off. So if you have any last comments, put them in
Type
now.
quickly, because I am Christine. And
I'm
you are?
Aiden.
We are Friction Farm. Thank you again for joining us for Elevenses, and we shall see you next week.
Cheerio.